Yeah, I thought he gave us great minutes. I think his rhythm is really coming around. So we got to continue to build on that. But defensively, his presence is always felt.
I'm sure too many turnovers for your liking, but it felt like you guys were getting deep paint touches, kind of spraying the ball around. Did you like it in pockets, how you guys were moving?
Yeah, and it was choppy at times. The turnovers, obviously, we got to get those down. I liked our activity defensively in turning them over. I think that was a big part of the game. But, on the gather, we got to be a lot stronger with the ball. Yeah. Yeah, I think Landry's been playing at a very high level, and I thought Landry and Mitch gave us a huge boost tonight, particularly with guys being out. OG's, been on a tear, but we had a number of guys. Josh had timely plays for us. Mikhail timely plays. DeLonge ball pressure is a huge factor for us, so he played well also.
For Landry, I mean, 6 of 9 from downtown, all of his shots coming from behind the three-point line. Is that kind of what it was when we aggressive on the
Yeah, we don't, we want them to be super aggressive, and a lot of them are coming in rhythm and transition, and usually that's when you're going to be the most open. So that first 8 seconds, let it fly, and he's not hesitating, and guys are looking for him, and they're creating opportunities. So it's good team basketball.
Is there a different level of aggressiveness you're seeing from OG in terms of getting to the basket? He's been getting
Yeah.
the free throw line a lot more. Is it just the
Well, just all around, and I like the balance. Even, so tonight I like that he took 9 threes too. He's got a great mix going right now. It's attacking the rim, getting to the line, high volume threes. He's not hesitating. It's really good basketball, and his defense is elite. And it causes we had a number of plays in which he was so disruptive, but we didn't come up with the ball. And that's where we got to anticipate when he puts pressure on people. When that thing is deflected, we got to go get it.
I know you'd rather your team not give a lead back to a team, but the response from the team after they cut it to single digits, what do you see?
Yeah, and they play really hard. Quentin is playing great basketball for them. Really good basketball, and he's a lot to deal with. And so they're young and athletic, and they play hard all the time. So I give those guys a lot of credit. They've been decimated with injury all year, but they're a hard playing team.
Is that just the typical, the end of the third quarter, Josh Hart gets that defensive rebound, gets down there, doesn't throw down a dunk that could allow the time to run out, just lays it up? Is that the ultimate heady play?
Yeah, his presence of mind, and it was a timely play. It was a much needed play for us, and it sort of gave us momentum going into the fourth. And so, but that's what Josh does. He makes plays like that gives the team, gets the team inspired, and gets you going.
With Quentin, are you seeing anything new from his game? Is he showing anything new with 2 bases?
No, it doesn't surprise me. He's a high energy. He's a gym rat. He came into the league with an intensity about him that you knew he would just continue to get better and better. But he's always been a high volume 3-point shooter. Puts it on the floor. He's quick, and he's herky jerky, so he can get you off balance. And defensively, he's always been terrific.
To see Mitch with the 7 offensive rebounds tonight, just how encouraging was that, considering
Yeah.
his status is one of the best kind of?
Yeah, I think it's huge. He's getting his timing back, and you can see it. And as time goes on, it just gets better and better. And he usually has a couple guys on him, and he still has the ability to get to the ball, which is a credit to him. And he's a big multiple effort guy. So we need that pressure. Those extra possessions are huge for us.
Do you think any of the point guards can come back on this trip?
I'm hopeful. I'm always hopeful. I'm the eternal optimist.
He's brought height. And he, my fault, bro, my fault. Nah, man, he gave us, a dominant rim presence on defense. Offensively, he's got, someone who's going to set hard screens and roll. Offensive rebound, get more possessions. So, he's a huge piece of what we're doing, and it's great to have him back healthy.
When you got that rebound, when did you look at the clock?
I mean, I saw I had when I was 3.3 seconds, and I thought I was going to be a little more athletic than what I was. I thought I was a little faster than what I was. So I thought I was going to be able to do a regular layup. And once I got to the three-point line, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get there. So I just tried to throw it up, and luckily, it went in.
It's a 10 on the dunk level, right? It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so go to Cleveland tomorrow. We know the narrative about how you guys have done against them, against Boston. It is late in the season. Is there anything in your mind to prove tomorrow night?
I don't know. We just got to go out there and compete. We got we're down. I don't know. No one knows what Cat's doing, but not sure if Mitch is going to play. Obviously, JB and Cam and them. Deuce, I don't think are going to be ready. And it's the second game of a back-to-back. So, we just got to go out there and compete. I think that's the biggest thing. Some games it's tough to put a lot of stock in. But this one, obviously, they're a heck of a team. They're number one in the East for a reason. And they're going to come out. I think they haven't played in a couple of days, so they're going to have energy and attention to detail. So we just got to come out and try to match that energy and compete.
Josh, what do you think of the heater that OG Anunoby's been on recently, and the throwdown in that fourth quarter that kind of sealed the exclamation point on the win?
Yeah, man, it's always great to see him going out there and hoop. Obviously, he's someone who's talented that can score, but you see him do that, and also how engaged he is defensively, getting steals, getting in strips in the passing lanes, block shots, doing those kind of things. So it's good to see him, always healthy and playing at this level.
They're going to do the press conference tomorrow down at Villanova for the new coach. Do you guys sort of still follow enough, talk about it?
Yeah, no, I talked the night Kevin got hired. I talked to him. I talked to the AD. I talked to Bake. I talked to all those guys. So I talk to people there pretty consistently. I'm in touch with them, all the time, all throughout this process, and I'm super excited. And Kevin was at Seton Hall when I was playing, and I admired him. I had admiration for him. I hated playing against him because he was such a tough. He was a hell of a competitor. Had a tough team, a physical team, and he's going to bring that back to Nova. So I'm super excited to have him at the helm, and Nova Nation should be excited.
It seemed like watching from the outside during the tournament, it was sort of they were waiting to see what he was going to do. He was one from the beginning. Is he that good?
Oh, he's for sure that good. He's had success everywhere he's been. And his team, the way his teams fight, play, compete, that's what you want, and that's what you want as your alma mater. Obviously, you want the wins, you want those kind of things, but also how they play is huge, especially to us at Nova. So he's going to bring that toughness. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it.
Josh, Quentin last month averaging 26, coming in averaging 26, tied with 26 tonight. What are you seeing from him in this stretch, and were you surprised that he's been able to kind of go on the scoring run that he's been?
No, I mean, I think it shows you how good the NBA is. During this time of the year, you always have guys that, start putting together, good games. So it shows you how good the NBA is, how situational the NBA game is. So it's good for him, good for his confidence. And he's playing well.